May profits be upon you. Welcome to another weekly Forex forecast. We're going to be looking at silver. We're going to be looking at platinum. We're going to be looking at copper and WTI crude and Brent oil. And we're going to continue from the previous video, which we stopped at gold. And we're just going to keep this party going. All right, this analysis party going, weekly analysis. All right, so what we're going to look at here is silver. We're looking at the weekly time frame. What I want to show you is the commitment of traders over here, the COT report, and it says here that the institutional players are majority long, but they have closed 5,000 positions. On their short positions, they've only added 675. All right, so they're when they're cutting these longs, it looks like they're taking profits. All right, because they were long for a good while, and then we had these very bearish 3 weeks in a row. I want you to notice how these candles formed. All right, they also formed fair value gaps, bearish fair value gaps, but these are breakaway gaps. All right, breakaway gaps are when the next, and like this current candle uh, uh, closes past the entire range, the low of the previous candle. All right, closes well below it. So there's no reason for price to swoop back up here and then go back down lower. That's not going to happen. That's not likely to happen. What is more likely to happen is they find an area inside of the current candle, all right, a fair value gap on a lower time frame in which to uh, come back, draw back to, and then continue down lower. We have to look to see what the order flow is on the next lower time frame. That's how you get these clues. But while we're here, I want you to see that price formed an area of fair value, otherwise known as an order block. We pushed higher from here, and then price is coming back down to it. All right, you can see that when price pushed and closed below, above that swing high, it also created a weekly fair value gap, which price traded back into last week. All right, so could we see higher prices from here inside this candle on the next lower time frame? We can get a clue. We can get some kind of indication by way of looking at the fair value gaps. All right, now you see the weekly fair value gap here. All right, you see there was a low here that was taken on, was that Wednesday? Thursday. On Thursday, price came down here, swept that low, swept this low, of course, and at the when you see price taking out lows, especially when it runs into those discount arrays and respects them, like this wick indicates it was respected. It also hit a weekly fair value gap, so we can expect higher prices. What did it do? It came all the way back up here, just shy of the weekly bearish fair value gap, and you see the respect given to it. All right, so are we going higher or lower? Right now, we're kind of in between. All right, so I'll go even lower to the 4 hour. I'll look for that clue in the 4 hour. And what do we got? We got a bullish fair value gap that price just came into uh, uh, at the end of the last 4 hours on Friday. Tapped into that. I'm looking for price to go higher. Why? Because there's no bearish fair value gap to slow it down. We're probably seeking that external liquidity point here and probably retap this uh, bearish daily fair value gap. Now, here's the deal. What we have to watch is the reaction to this fair value gap. All right. This will let us know we're going up, we're going down, we're going north or south. All right. If this fair value gap holds, what we'll see is price come up and take out this draw on liquidity, the bullish, the buy side liquidity, and we want to see if price forms bullish fair value gaps along the way. It can come back and tap that and go on higher. I don't think this bullish, bearish fair value gap on the daily. This is a daily bearish fair value gap will hold because it's already been rebalanced here. It's already been rebalanced. So if it comes up here to goes after this buy side liquidity, I think we're going up further. I think this will trigger the uh, retracement. All right, probably to this. This is that a daily fair value gap there? No, this is a weekly fair value gap here. I don't know why I got that in that color. It threw me way off. All right, so we'll probably be coming back up here. All right. I hope you follow me. I'm talking fast. Okay. But if the bullish fair value gap fails, like you see these lower low, lower highs, lower low, lower highs, it could make a lower low. All right. But we have to see if this bullish fair value gap fails, which is sitting on top of a weekly fair value gap, which was just mitigated here. So we got to see if this one has the juice. I'm betting that we're probably going to see this daily fair value gap here fail. Why? Because this is a weekly with a daily on top of it. There's support here, and uh, thinking that it will be stronger than the daily that's here. We'll see. We'll see. We just have to wait and see and not jump into anything. All right. If we go to platinum, we go to platinum. If we go to the weekly, what do we got on the cotton report? Cotton report says they added to their short positions, 6,000 of them. They closed 2,000 long positions. Now they are majority long, but they're adding shorts. They are adding shorts and closing their long positions. So that's interesting, isn't it? We have the same 3 weeks of bearishness, but we don't have the same bearish fair value gaps showing up. That's interesting, isn't it? Now, on this weekly, what do we got here? Hold on now. Is this the open cap? Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is the open candle. Wow. I got thrown off because I was like, why is it so big? It's because I left those arrows on. Okay. So it's opening up. What I'm thinking is going to happen is this candle may go up a little bit higher and then flip. Sorry. This candle will open up like this and then flip and turn bearish. All right. Leaving that a wick behind. All right. And what will that do? That'll leave behind a a bearish fair value gap on this time frame, from which price could use to go lower. All right. But we'll wait and see how this develops. That's all. All right. Do we have any clues inside of this weekly candle here? Do we have any clues that'll tell us that whether price is going up or down? We just took out this low as a swing point, a break of structure, and close below it. I'm thinking that we're going to see lower prices, but we'll look on the daily at that candle and see what we got. Yes, we have a fair value gap here, a bearish fair value gap that price could very well use to go for lower prices here and here. I have these as targets for the week. One is a previous weekly low, and the other is the weekly target that I like to set. And we'll see if we hit them. All right. If this fair value gap on the daily fails in some kind of way, all right, I'm looking for price to continue higher. That's it. All right. If we get a good strong close above above this fair value gap, I'm looking for price to go higher. That's it. All right. But we have to be patient and wait and let the market tip its hand. Okay. I just don't jump into the markets. I look for some kind of confirmation. Structurally, I need to see support. Okay. If we go to the copper and take a look at copper. All right. What do we got here? 93,000 and 73,000. They closed 8,000 long positions and 5,000 short positions. That's not helping. That's not being helpful at all. But what I want you to see is, come on, man. 1, 2, 3. All right. We had these lows here. All right. On last week at the close, we poked past this low, that swing low. All right. You would expect that there's the potential for price to pull back after taking out a swing low, but we may be coming because it's so close to this swing low here, which is a little deeper. And I have that as a target for next week right there. Okay. Um, we have a clue inside this candle on the lower time frame. The next lower time frame, will we see some bearish fair value gaps? Let's see. Yes, and price hit that bearish fair value gap on Friday, and you see the respect shown to it. I'm looking for price to continue lower. All right, I have the previous weekly low here and the swing low here, and as far as targets in the for sell side liquidity, I believe this is an internal to external, that this low, an external and this low, an external target from IRL to ERL. Got it? Easy. All right. If we go to WTI crude, WTI crude. Yes, I get the message. All right. Go to the weekly. What do we got? Well, the institutions are mostly short in this market. 91,000 as opposed to 83,000 long positions. All right. They've added to their long positions 3,000 positions, and they've closed 2,000 long positions. Think they want to? You think they're thinking to go lower? Yeah, I do. All right. Do we see any bearish fair value gaps forming in this long bearish week that we just had? Not so much. But if we look very closely, you can see as the market has opened, we've already poked past our first week, our first target, which is the uh, uh, a previous low here. All right, an older low here. So uh, I'm, I'm looking for the next low at this swing low. All right, at 65, 68. All right, and this is a longer term target here, but we could very well hit it this week. There's a chance of it because we're going to have a pretty news filled week. I'm looking in this previous week for reasons to think that the order flow will remain bearish. What does that mean? I'm looking for bearish fair value gaps. All right, we had one that price came to on Thursday, respected, and you see the drop afterwards the next day. All right, I'm looking for this to form bearish fair value gaps to continue lower. All right, could you see the price opening here uh, for this upcoming week? Could price push up and then down, just like I just demonstrated a little while ago? It could, but I'm going to look in that candle and see if there's bearish fair value gaps forming. And there has been. Yes, on the 4-hour, we have a bearish fair value gap here. And that means price could use it potentially to reach lower prices. That's it. We can go all the way down to our next target down here. All right. That target, like I said, was 65, 68. So that's what I'm looking for this week. I'm bearish and I'm looking for that. All right. If we go to Brent oil, Brent is a carbon copy almost of the U.S. oil, UK oil, U.S. oil. All right. But here's a difference. Look at this low on October. Oh, wait a minute now. I swore this was the October low. Oh, there it is. All right. So October 29th, look at that low on Brent and look at it on US oil or WTI crude. We've already hit that low with the US oil, but UK, we haven't. What is that telling you? What does that give you a clue to? We're probably going to hit that low. And if I see a setup, a valid setup, I will take that low down and use that as a TP. That's the idea I'm thinking about. Tell me if you agree with that kind of thinking, or maybe you think differently. I don't know. All right. So, but pretty much everything else matches, as you can see, and that's UK. Pretty much the same, huh? Okay. Very subtle differences. So I'm looking for the same thing, and I'm looking for a price to respect the bearish fair value gap on the 4-hour. Come on, man. And I'm looking for a price to come up. Use it to go lower. I'm looking for bearish setups. All right. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you smash the like button, and give a boost to the video. Make sure you would subscribe and check out my comment section during the week. I'm always adding updates. I always add updates. If you look on my channel, you'll see that I've added updates and sometimes even ideas for that day. So the comment section is where I communicate with you. All right. I need you to communicate back. All right. That'd be nice. Leave some comments, leave some questions, leave some requests for analysis. All right. I will see you in the next video, and thank you again for watching.